Hello there, you shouldn't need an introduction anymore. You don't know what the heck this is by now, you can get the heck out, you're not wanted. Anyway, today's film is Zulu. Zulu's a pretty good movie with some iffy racial politics. As such, this video is going to be a little bit different from the others. I'm going to talk about two aspects of the film. The first is the one scene which I feel is an adequate illustration. The other part, I want to talk about the racial politics of the film because I think that it fails in really interesting ways. This scene is an assault on the senses. The whole world is suddenly subsumed into a cacophony of gunfire, the screaming of orders, and the clack of machinery. The camera focuses on weapons, on smoke, on mouths, in order to emphasize the impersonality of this exchange. It's a rather vivid depiction of the cold reality of modern war. It's not glamorous or exciting, it's just ugly. It's a scene meant to hurt the audience. It pans over the carnage to the soldiers, and you see their breathing increase. More than their relief at having survived, they're horrified with what they've just participated in. It's a remarkable scene, which unfortunately the film then undermines. Regarding the racial politics of the film, it puts its foot in its mouth on three occasions, but on each of those three occasions it does so with the best possible intentions. It only fails because of incompetence. I get what they're going for, it just doesn't land. The climax of this film presents a really powerful anti-war message. The film immediately undermines it by having the Zulu salute the surviving redcoats. This is historically inaccurate, but it also comes across as self-aggrandizing, as though it's glamorizing the slaughter we just witnessed. It also undermines one of the most powerful scenes in the film, where one of the commanders of the redcoat outpost says, "I feel ashamed." The filmmaker doesn't have a clue there. What the heck are you doing? You just undermined your best scene. Gross incompetence. I get what he was going for, though. He was trying to present an anti-racist message. He was trying to say these people aren't just bloodthirsty brutes, they're men of honor. That they're not so different from the redcoats, they're just soldiers doing their bit. The scene that comes across the worst occurs early into the film, where a white woman is assaulted by a black man. The attacker is then promptly speared to death by the other Zulu. I get what this scene was going for. It was trying to be subversive, subvert the racist cliche of the black people after white women. Trying to say, look, they find this abhorrent too. It does not come across that way. The scene does not land. The other objectionable scene is the first scene in the movie. It's a lengthy scene showing a Zulu wedding. There are a lot of topless brown women dancing with close-up panning shots over the breasts and hips. All the while some white woman looks at them in bemusement and makes judgmental comments. The whole scene just exoticizes and fetishizes the Zulu. It comes across extremely exploitative. It just seems like National Geographic porn. Oh, throw in some topless ladies at the beginning so people will watch all the way through. They're brown, so it won't affect the age ratings. The scene is also really long, so it leaves a really bad taste in the mouth first thing into the movie. Once again, though, I get what they were going for. They were trying to humanize the Zulu with this scene. The film's trying to say, look, they aren't just horror movie monsters, they're people. They have rich culture and traditions. This is something I called out the film Black Robe for not attempting. I see what you're going for, credit for trying, but the director just didn't have the tact to make it land. The racial politics of this film are really, really weird. It knows what it's doing, it's trying really, really hard to be anti-racist, but it's so incompetent that it comes across racist. I'm not prepared to wholesale condemn the film for this. It's trying, and you get credit for trying in my book. However, it is an elephant in the room that needed to be addressed and dissected. Other than those three scenes, the film is pretty good. Tomorrow? And on the seventh day he ripped it in two.